Welcome, everyone, to another episode
of the Joe and Karen Show.
Number 17, April 7th, 2020. Let's check in our mood meters today. How you feeling today, Joe?
Kind of like, all right, another day.
I'm going to say nurturing today.
Oh, wow.
And thankful. So I'm kind of under the peaceful realm. All right, so continuing on with our 30-day song challenge. This is a fun one. Day 7, a song to drive to. What song do you have?
Oh, I thought you had something coming.
I do have something coming.
You tell me.
So I happen to love the song called Golden by Jill Scott. It's a really good one. Taking my freedom, pulling it off the shelf, putting it in my car, and yep. So driving.
I like baby, you can drive my car, boom, 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 boom. Now I'm gonna be a star, boom, boom. We can drive a car, toot, 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 toot. Yeah. And anything by the Cars, because their singer just died last couple months ago. Not even a year ago.
You know what other song comes to mind? Incubus, Drive. That's a really good one, too.
What else comes to mind is, who else is gonna drive you home
or
in a car?
How about Billy Ocean? Get out of my dreams.
Boom, 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 boom.
Get into my car.
What about this song? She drives like crazy.
She drives me crazy?
Yeah.
Good one, babe.
Thanks. Well,
Right.
That's Weird Al.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weird
I
Al.
always
Shout
give
out
credit
Weird Al.
to the creator.
Yeah. So what else is going on in the world today?
Well, there's a lot of people say, a lot of news sources say, the scientists predicted this, and it looks bad on Trump because he fired so many CDC people. But I'm saying, okay, maybe there is some problems in the office. If you're a scientist and you knew about this and you don't think that in 2020 you could have found a way to make it known and say, oh, well, I don't officially have a job, so I can't tell anybody. If that's the case, that's pathetic. Because if our scientific knowledge is not far advanced from the times of the plague, give me a break. If anybody remotely saw this coming and they didn't put out the warning,
They knew it was
and I don't
coming.
mean just among their science friends. I mean, if you don't tell me we don't have the capabilities to make this a known thing ahead of time. So there's my little editorial
They
comment.
didn't want us to know. But we'll get into that further because I've been watching a lot of very interesting factual information. So I'm going to probably reveal
Looking at new
later.
angles. That's
Yeah.
good. Looking at new sides of things. People are already talking about paper money coming to an end. Why would you be spreading money around and handling money? And when you talk about agendas and what the global governments would like to see, it certainly is more efficient to have things virtual, easier to keep track of, and easier to create a uniform system of monetary spending. Boom, 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 boom. But we don't want to become too conspiracy minded, like I've said many times. YouTube is putting an end to a lot of those 5G controversies because a lot of people think it's all related to the 5G towers scattering the molecules in your mind, and I don't know what the word is, doing something with the fluids in your brain. Yeah.
I mean, not saying that it's not causing harm, but this whole agenda has a very interesting timeline behind it.
Walmart is experimenting in some stores with one-way aisles. That could be a good idea. You can only go one way up or down the aisle, and you have people not bumping into each other, not getting into fights. Everybody's seen YouTube fights of people fighting at Walmart, right?
We saw the one yesterday you sent me. Well,
If you're the type of person who gets in a fight at Walmart, are you also the type of person who won't fight at Walmart if the aisles are one way? But who knows? Every little bit helps.
It all goes back to patterning. And we can
People
talk
need
about
structure.
that too.
Kids and adults need structure.
Patterns, your dominant patterns. We are all born with these patterns, and I'll go into that, and that's sort of a dance therapy topic. So shout out to Betsy if you're watching.
Betsy.
Betsy Wetsy.
Betsy Ross, of course.
No.
No.
All right, national days. So we don't partake in these festivities. However, it is known that it is beer day today.
Beer
and
day.
no housework day.
Oh, wonderful.
Also, making the first move day, and this goes along with bullying. So standing up for
Making
yourself.
the first move, okay.
Making the first move day.
That is going to be like asking the bully out on a date, making the first move.
I thought so too, but then I clicked on it.
Like
And I was
making
like,
the first move of standing up for yourself.
I believe so. And standing against it. Also, Beaver Day. And
Beaver Stadium.
Beaver Day.
Yeah.
Also, your nutritional product
Manzana
today
Day.
is, yes. Oh, Espanol.
Dia de la Manzana.
Honey Crisp Apple, because it's World Health Day. So once again, shout out to those frontline friends of ours, and especially to my friend Amanda, who commented yesterday on our episode.
Amanda,
I think that's
take me all the way.
Rosanna.
False song.
Right.
Interlude. Go on.
So going back to Amanda.
Sorry, Rosanna. We'll save you for another episode. Go ahead.
For your 12 hours in the ER.
Diablo,
Okay.
coño.
So thank you.
I've never worked 12 hours in my
In your
life.
life?
Total, yeah. No. That's incredible.
That's funny.
You like UFC, mixed martial arts fighting, speaking of bullies and whatnot?
I think there's a time and a place for it.
Okay, well, the place and the time might be soon, because Dana White, the owner, wants to buy a private island just to get away from government regulations and have a pay-per-view event with the fighters on the private island.
Very interesting.
Will it happen? I don't know, but that's certainly a seize the opportunity. People, whether you like fighting or not, will be talking about that if it happens. Buy his own island just so he could still have a pay-per-view show. And I'm sure they would test all the fighters, bring some audience, test all of them. Who knows?
Restructuring. There's going to be a lot revealed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've noticed when I watch sports online with the little chat thing on the side, I'm way more interested when I can chat with people about what's going on.
Interactive.
I guess back in the day they would call it have a bunch of people in your living room, but in 2020, what does that mean? Tell me, Grandpa, what was it like when there were 10 people in the house? Well, Sonny, might become a thing of the past. Who knows?
I think we're going to get back to it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, the stock market's going back up. Hopefully that will continue. In Los Angeles, crime has dropped, but that's like, how proud of it can you be when there's nobody on the street to begin with?
Well, this is part of this whole restructuring. I think a lot is going to go down.
And I could already see, everybody knows I like to make little predictions. One thing I've noticed is Trump is talking about playing politics a lot. So I think he's going to take the angle come November of say what you want about the virus, but while I was trying to do things, the Democrats are playing politics. He mentioned Schumer, said he was a disgrace as long as he knows him, and he's big on his phrases, and now it's playing politics. If he could make it look like all the Democrats cared about was political strategies instead of really helping. I'm not saying he's correct, I'm just saying that's going to be his strategy. So that's not much of a prediction, that might be obvious, but there you go. That's been his big thing lately.
Anything else for the good of the order here?
Well, Wawa is always good for the order. You could do the electronic order. You could go on DoorDash. Not Jordash, that's a fashion brand from the 90s, right?
We'll talk about this in
Yeah.
another episode.
And not Jodeci, that's a Bad Boy Records musical group also from the 90s. That doesn't, I don't know any of their songs. Black drop top in the parking lot, and I want to take you back to the
No, there's
spot
a ballad.
and dance with me. That was 112, right?
I don't know, maybe. But Jodeci, lately, the song Lately. Lately I had the strangest feeling. I think that's what it was.
What
but I
about
like
this
the
song?
Lately.
The nights are cold, the days are so sad, and I've been thinking about the love that we had. You know that song?
No.
You would know it if you heard it. Audience is like, yeah, Karen, you know that song.
I might. Well, thank you so much for watching today. And, I'm going to just read a little excerpt here.
If you thought we'd get through the episode without reading from the
theories.
Bible, you were wrong.
Well, it's Charlotte's Web.
Well,
Okay, so it's going to go
Potato,
back to
potato.
something with Templeton the rat. Okay. So the rat had no morals, no conscience, no scruples, no consideration, no decency, no milk of rodent kindness, no compunctions, no higher feeling, no friendliness, no anything. He would kill a gooseling if he got away with it. The goose knew that. Everybody knew that. So I want you to think about all the evil that's going on in the world right now with this whole virus, the invisible enemy, and things that are connected to it. So I like to end on a positive note. So with that being said, look out for another concert this week on Easter Sunday.
yeah, and keep watching my videos on Facebook, making the music. And I'm going to try to have good workouts. I don't know if I'll record them. But we're trying to keep the energy up because, my God, what is this, the third week? It's like, I don't feel sad, but I feel like, okay, what is this? Like,
I know, you wake up, you're like,
doing?
you try to keep a structure. Once again, it goes to that pattern, time management. But the day kind of just gets away from you. So thank you so much for watching, and God
Enjoy
bless.
your week and your Tuesday. Make the best of it. Bye-bye.
Have a terrific Tuesday.
Take care.